write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word.
Hello, my name is Donna Wooten, and I'm interviewing Hamlin Grange today for the Northumberland Festival of the Arts for our 2024 event. Hamlin is the founder and principal of DiversiPro, so we're very happy to have you here today.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, Donna.
Good. And you were quite active in the last Festival of the Arts. So we're very happy to have you on board again this year. Um, can you tell me what art is important to you?
What? Well,
Why
well,
is art
why
important
is
to
the
you?
art? Well, I mean, the arts in general, I think from a personal standpoint, you know, um, I like taking pictures. So, I mean, I'm sort of a quasi-amateur photographer to begin with. But I think from just from a human development and a community development, art has played such an important role in what art is all around us. It is, okay. And if you think about the earliest artists, the drawings on caves, I mean, human beings have always had the need to express ourselves through art. Whether it's so-called primitive art to much more sophisticated impressionistic art, whatever that is. Art, I think, is really important. It draws communities together. I truly believe that. I think people can see themselves reflected in art. People are seeing through art in many ways. And when you're not seen, you don't matter, right? And so I think art plays a really, really important role in allowing people to be seen for who they are and the contribution that they make to our society. So that's why I think art is so important.
Yes, it is very, you brought up a good point about the diversity role. So you can identify um, and claim who you are through art. That's a
Yeah.
very important role. And we certainly like to promote that in our festival by reaching out to a whole range of artists and different mediums. Do you have a favorite medium in art or?
Oh dear. I mean, that's just so many. Well, I like I like photography because I think you can
Yes,
do so much
we're
with
saying that.
photography.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about true photography, not this stuff that people are calling for photographs these days, where these manufactured images through AI and all that. I'm talking about, the traditional way of photography, capturing light and how it plays out in different ways. So I really like that expression. I also like just painting, looking at a piece of art that's been done with the brushstroke. I find it's so intimate, isn't it? Looking at a piece of work that's been painted by the hand, and you can see the strokes, the bristles, I mean, I just find that so fascinating, you can see the person in the work in many ways, right? The act of the painting. I really like that. I also love sculpting, different kind of sculptures. I was really taken years ago. We went to South Africa, Cape Town specifically, and we saw some of the artwork, Zimbabwean artwork and all of that, and just really taken by that. Couldn't afford to bring any back with me, but since then, they're closed now. But Zim Art, I think you may aware of them. They're no longer here in Peterborough. Um, but that was just an amazing experience, just walking through that space and seeing, the works of art that were carved by hand, by human hand. I mean, I always find that fascinating.
Yeah, well, that was wonderful what Fern did, bringing
Oh,
all
amazing.
those various sculptors
Yeah.
here and offering classes, and we learned about all the different stones, just how,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. It's
So
beautiful.
it is actually opening up again under a whole different kind of premise.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, in a
great. That's
couple
cool.
of
Yeah.
weeks, I'll send you the link because they're opening up. So you would probably like to go.
And then, so
Yeah.
she's still involved in it, or is it or she
No, no,
gone?
she has sold it, but
Okay.
they are going to, she has sold it to someone who's interested in continuing to be
Excellent.
part of the art scene, which is of course, around here is very, very active.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gathering that you really like visual arts.
Visual arts for sure. Visual arts. But I mean, hey, but I mean, I'm also a great supporter of performing arts as well. You know, the work that we have done as an organization with the Stratford Festival, for example, for many, many years.
Oh,
To help divert.
your DiversiPro has, is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Done
Okay,
some
I
work with the
didn't know that.
festival,
That's good to hear.
in terms of the early days, around diversity inclusion on the stage, in the playbill, and a lot of people talk about colorblind casting and things like that. But the festival was long, was doing a lot of that work years and years ago, and you can see some of the work on the stage that reflected that thinking in terms
Mhm.
of expression of art and reinterpreting Shakespeare through different lenses, and some people got a little bit scratchy with some of those things. I mean, the whole notion of a multicultural family of the Camulets, it got little people kind of, but it messed with their heads a little bit. But at the end of the day, the story was the thing, wasn't it? The story is the thing, the play is the thing. And we can interpret art in many different ways. We can't be locked into just how Shakespeare saw it, right? So I'm really excited about the work that we've done with the festival over these many, many years. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. Very good to hear. Um, so do you so you when you're talking about supporting the arts as you have done with the performing arts, um, and you're a sponsor, so that means you're putting your time and your money behind it. Is that really what you're saying? Is that you've always been involved that way?
Yeah, in that way, both as a supporter, but also as part of my company. I mean, they hire me to do work at the festival. We've been one of their trusted advisors for many years around diversity, equity, and inclusion. We've done other work with other arts organizations in Toronto, and also with media. We've done a lot of work in media as well. So my interest in the arts is not just a personal interest, it's also a business interest as well. People come to us because how we can help them
Right.
be more diverse in terms of attracting new audiences, looking at their systems and those sorts of things. So it's both for us, for me at least, yeah.
Well, that's very good because I mean, the arts does depend so much on different kinds of sponsorships.
Yes.
So it's good to have people involved who can think of it in terms of a business and make it function as a business.
No, absolutely. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's one of the reasons why, I've continued to sponsor um the festival.
Right.
Because I think what the festival has been trying to do and quite successfully been doing is bringing attention to the artistic community in Northumberland. And because it is so broad, isn't it? And
Mhm.
so I was really impressed with the last festival, how broad the reach has been, and it's getting better at that. So I'm more than happy to support the festival and the work that you're doing.
Yes, well, we're very happy to have you here
Yeah.
as part of that. And we look forward to seeing you in
Yes.
September,
Oh, for
being
sure.
part of all of
Sure.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
but then of course the written word is obviously also very dear to your heart, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. I mean, I live with an author, right?
Yes.
And sometimes
That's what I was thinking of.
yeah, sometimes I'm the subject of some of her writing, unfortunately.
Yes.
But no, I mean, as a former journalist, I consider myself a recovering journalist. It's really important for the written word, because as you and I know, the written word can paint pictures, right? It paints its pictures in our minds, and so the written word is also very important as artistic expression. So I'm really supportive of that as well. And it's interesting. I like what the festival has done in terms of encouraging new writers
Mhm.
and the competition that you have. I think that's really exciting. You've given so many people opportunities to be heard and to be read that
Yes.
before they would never had that opportunity before. I think that's really great. That's real good grassroots kind of art expression and reaching out to folks. So you should be congratulated for doing that. So I'm a real supporter of the written word as well. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and yes, and the nice diversity of form from poetry to, as you said, performing arts plays.
Yeah.
And of course, we're coming out with a new anthology. So,
Yes, yes,
yeah, so all of that is quite wonderful. Well, thank you for taking the time to
yes.
uh, to talk with us and to be a great supporter for us. We've really had enjoyed your support in the past with you and your wife, and look forward to that in the future.
No, no,
Thank
no. It's my pleasure. I think you're gonna have a wonderful festival this year. If it's anything like the last time, it's gonna be even greater. So I'm really looking forward to that.
thank you.
Okay.
We'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word.
Sing it,
Shout it,
play it, dance it,
paint it,
say it,
choreographed or off the cuff. Orchestrated works of art, solo endeavors. We'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word. We'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word.